Hey, English 8 team. I am looking at your library guide for persuasion and persuasion research. This is our 2-day organization. You will see it start out with our learning target, our ATL. I did self-management. I will use appropriate strategies for organizing complex information because that's kind of where we're going. And then we're going to start off with a little pair deck. We're watching a video on flying penguins. And the reason why we're watching this is because it's from the BBC, which you would think is a valid source. However, it's not correct. Penguins don't fly. So we have a video and then we have the question. Explain your thinking. Is this credible or not? How did you come to your answer? What evidence supports your conclusion? After that, we're going to move on to talk about citations. Why do we cite? What's the whole purpose behind it? And we're going to have them set up their project in Noodle Tools. We are going to walk them through setting up the project, but we also have videos here for citing a website and citing a database in case anybody is not here and isn't able to do it. We are going to walk them through a practice or a model of the persuasion so that we can give them an idea of what this is going to end up looking like. So they are going to set up a project and they're going to share it with you guys in an inbox. I can help you guys make an inbox if you need help with that. We have decided that our topic is going to be cell phones in schools. And we are going to start actually with doing a website, and we've actually already figured out what website we're going to do. We're going to do an Education Weekly article about cell phones in schools, and we are going to talk to the students about using SIFT. SIFT is kind of like the old card test or CRAP test for identifying whether or not a source is valid. So this is now called lateral reading. And the idea is the first thing you're going to do is you're going to say, do I know if this is valid or not? So stop, is it valid? Do I know the source? Are they reputable? Are they credible? If you say yes to these questions, continue to move to the second, or continue to the second move, which is investigate. You are going to investigate. Do you know who you are reading, who's reading, and who has published the materials? Where did it come from? Is it suspect? Can you confirm the informational sources? And they have some fact checker places right here. Find better coverage. Are there other places that say the same thing? And then trace your claims and connect to your original context. So when we do this, we have a worksheet that has all of this on. We're actually going to have this split into 2 columns. So they will go through it with us with our source, and we'll go through stop, investigate, find, trace, and then conclude whether or not we have a valid source, which we should. And then they're going to do one for their topic. They're not going to do this right away because we are going to not have our topics the first day. But we are going to look at that as part of the lesson. Then going back here, we are looking at research and note taking. Okay, so they still haven't picked their topic, so they are going to be looking at our topic. We are going to look at both SIRS issue researcher and Gale opposing viewpoints. So both of these, we will be able to find cell phones in schools. Gale, we can use browse issues, or we can put cell phones in schools in the search. Same thing with SIRS issue researcher. You can use all leading issues. This one would be under school, family, and youth, or you can just search for it. But when we look at this, we have an overview article. We have viewpoints 1 and 2. We have critical questions. We have a timeline. So there's a lot of information just right here from the beginning. And each of the viewpoints has their own articles. So what I would start with is reading the overview with them and then showing them how I can come back to my Noodle tools and take notes on that. I normally start with a site, and in this one, it will send directly to Noodle tools. And then I will show them how I make the note cards. Each piece has a video with it for anybody who is absent. And that way, if they forget or they have a question, they can go back to the video. The website that we do, we are also going to cite so that the students know how to cite a website as well. Some of the websites now have like a magic button that will do the citation for them, but not all websites have that. So I'm going to walk them through step by step. The last thing we are going to do on the first day is the exploration. The exploration is going to be in the source issue researcher. They're going to go from the beginning, from the main thing, and they are going to be able to look at all of the leading issues. They can go here to all the leading issues or explore all pros and cons, and it's alphabetized. So if they have an idea of what they want, they can look by alphabet, or they can search up right at the top where they have a search. I often find that just using these pages is going to be a lot easier to find something that they have a topic on. Then their job for homework that night is to go home and fill out a Google form that they have their topic in it and that they have shared it with their parents. I have created those Google Forms for all of you. Some of you will remember it from last year. It's just basically a CYA that if like some kid is doing abortion rights, that the students would be able to share that with their parents and their parents would be okay with it. If they're doing cell phones in schools, still share with your parents. That's part of your job as a kid, share with your parents. Day 2, we're going to have them do more of the work. So today they're going to use SIFT and their research skills that they learned last class so that they can find valid sources, cite their sources, take notes on their research, and organize them. They'll know they've got it when they have 3 valid sources cited and they have taken notes to persuade others. We will talk about self-management again, and then we're going to watch a quick video from Clint Smith about persuasion. And if you guys have watched it before, if not, you can watch it now, but it is a great TED Talk. And then we're going to go to research and organization. We are going to talk about them using their SIRS, which was their original, to do an overview of the topic. So they're going to look at what is the issue and what is viewpoint A and what is viewpoint B, or what are the 2 opposing viewpoints. They do not have to use the viewpoints that are given in the SIRS issue researcher. They can choose their own viewpoints, but they should find them in an article somewhere. So if they don't like the one in SIRS, they're welcome to use something else. We want them to use 2 databases and 1 website that they've verified using their SIFT. Do they want to use more websites? That's fine, but they should be able to use SIFT for anything that they use website-wise. In the end, we want to know that they have enough information to create their own overview with at least 2 to 3 reasons that support their viewpoint. They do need to acknowledge the other viewpoint, but they want to have their reasons to support their viewpoint. Each reason should have at least 2 note cards. Okay, and again, we are going to walk through the note cards. And then the last thing that we will do, after they have about 30 minutes to research on their own, we will talk to them about creating an outline in Noodle Tools to organize their thinking so that they can prepare to write. If you guys have any questions or anything you would like to change, feel free to let me know, and hopefully we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.